In the last year, since I was here last, we've actually grown quite a bit. I think when I was here a year ago, we had maybe 2 employees that were full-time, a couple of freelancers who were around, and we were still gathering a lot of the content and building a lot of the advertising relationships. Now a year later, actually, it's been quite different. We moved out of the incubator that we were in, and we moved into our own green screen studio, part of Bravo Media, and we rent not only the office space but one of the green screen studios so that we can have that as a resource for us. The staff has grown to 12 full-time people. We've secured up a lot of the advertising relationships, and we've improved the quality of the content that's coming in. We've also started to expand out our staff to do more things, whereas before we were only looking to grow the site from a technological standpoint and gather content. Now we're looking to grow new products. We have a director of product development. We have a director of branding and marketing. We're looking to expand out and really grow the brand away from just its core. Last August, we acquired a company called FPN, First Page Networks, which they have probably about over 100 sites, 10 of which really get some very good traffic in local real estate markets. So we're looking to broaden what we're doing. We're also spinning off a lot of the main categories that we've had, some of the more popular ones, into satellite sites. So for example, food and drink being one of our more popular categories, we've spun that off into a site called simpledish.com, where people can also get text-based articles, recipes, things like that, and then go back to MyPod Studios for video content. Same thing with a site called FitSavvy, which is a spin-off of our health and fitness category. And over this next year, as we develop more products, we're going to develop more of these satellite sites so that in the end, MyPod won't be just a video network, we're going to be an information source. Probably the least sexy things about us is how little money we raised. We didn't raise very much, and so there really wasn't a lot expected from us. We ended up making just under $7 million for the year in gross revenue for 2012. That was profitable, and for 2013, we're projecting out somewhere between 20 to 22 million in gross revenue. We're expecting to make a few more small acquisitions. We're expecting to expand out our staff again, bring in some different streams of revenue, increase the quality of the ads we're bringing in, so we can actually showcase fewer ads, but at a higher price point. So we're looking at doing some pretty significant things revenue-wise, and then taking that revenue and turning it over to do even more new things. Again, one thing we don't want to do is stay stagnant and just say, okay, we're a video network, let's only make revenue from advertising. We want to look to see what else we can provide. We want to provide value to our advertisers, our viewers, and most importantly, the marketers that rely on us. Right now, we're primarily monetized through the standard 15 or 30-second pre-roll ad. Some of them are interactive, some of them aren't. We want to get away from that a little bit. We'll always have that as a foundation. But one of the big ways that we want to start to grow ourselves is to get more into branded content. I think that branded content has a very significant but still relatively untapped future. We want to be able to go to a client, a potential brand, and say, listen, we can create, produce, monetize, and syndicate out your content. So we want to be able to say, we'll create a 1.5, 2 minutes, 3 minute piece that is not necessarily saying buy your product, but it's talking about the messagings and the points that you really want to get out to your customers in a way that says that's a sponsored by type of a very soft branded appeal, not a very hard sell. No pre-rolls attached to it. The viewer gets a pretty big benefit because they get to watch content that's relative to them without having to watch pre-roll first. We get a benefit because we get a higher price point, and we also we improve the user experience on our site, making the site more enjoyable for people. And the marketers get a big benefit because they get production of good quality production, and they get their message out there without having to annoy people with the 30-second pre-roll. One other area that we want to start getting into is we want to start getting into syndication. We've been spending the last few months building out a new video player for ourselves. As far as I'm concerned, it's going to be one of the most advanced players out there in the market. And we are just now starting to launch it. We're testing it out. It seems like it's doing exactly what we want it to do. And over this next year, we're going to start not only producing our own content, but we're going to start building out a syndication network. So that's going to be another way that we'll not only broaden our reach, but also be able to increase our revenue while providing value to viewers and marketers.